What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today I wanted to talk about and compare Roth IRAs to 401ks. What's the difference? What are the pros? And what are the cons? We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for a bunch of videos. Subscribe to my second channel for bonus videos. Get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. Try out some G Fuel Energy Formula, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. And of course, last but certainly not least, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. If you refer one friend, they're going to give you and the person that you referred each 20 free bonus stocks. And if you refer 10 friends by November 21st, they're going to give you either $1,200 or $2,500 of free Apple stock, which you can keep and hold on to, or you can sell and use the cash to buy something you'd rather have instead. Webull link in the description. Everything is linked in the description. You can also open up a Roth IRA on Webull as well, which is what we're talking about in today's video. So speaking of Roth IRAs, I want to talk a little bit about Roth IRAs and 401ks, and just kind of talk about some of the differences, some of the pros, some of the cons, which one I personally consider to be better, I guess you can say, or I see a little bit more upside on one as opposed to the other. Not to say that one's great and one's terrible. I think they're both fantastic. So anyway, Roth IRAs and 401ks. These are both two different types of retirement accounts. The Roth IRA, this is something that you can do on your own. Your job has absolutely nothing to do with it. In fact, you could set up a Roth IRA without even having a job. You don't need a job. Your job's not connected to it. You're probably going to want income so that you can feed dollars into the account. But a Roth IRA is a way of investing dollars that have already been taxed. You know, how the Uncle Sam steps in and takes what he wants out of your paycheck before it even hits your bank account. After those dollars that Uncle Sam already took from hit your bank account, you can then put those post-tax dollars into a Roth IRA. Now, you can put those dollars in there and keep them in there, although there's kind of no point in doing that. What you want to do is invest those dollars within the Roth IRA. I set my Roth IRA up. It's a 40-40, 10-10 split between 4 different index funds. And you don't have to go with index funds. You can go for individual stocks. You could do it. You can set it up and structure it however you want to. The Roth IRA, and this is something that a lot of people complain about. I disagree. I think we should be grateful that this tool even exists. But the downside to a Roth IRA is that there's a limit on how much you can contribute. This year, 2023, $6,500. Next year, they're bumping it up to $7,000, which is pretty cool. But right now, $6,500. And that averages out, if you want to do weekly contributions, that is $125 a week. You could do weekly contributions, monthly. You could just throw $6,500 in all in one go and invest it, and then you're good for the year. You could do it however you want. You also, by the way, don't have to max it out if you don't want to, or if you're not financially capable of maxing it out. If you don't have $6,500 over the course of 365 days to contribute, you can do as little as you want. When I first opened up my Roth IRA, I didn't max it out that year. You want to know what I was doing? I was tossing in $100 a month. There's no minimum. And the maximum is, in a couple months, going to be $7,000. Now, the plus side to the Roth IRA, like I said, you put your post-tax dollars that have already been taxed. You put them into the Roth IRA. You invest them within the Roth IRA. And later down the road, when you are eligible to retire, so when it comes to a Roth IRA, that's 59 and a half years old, you can cash out completely and entirely 100% tax-free. Why is this? Because you already paid taxes before you went in. It's a tax-advantaged retirement account. Now, you don't have to cash out and withdraw everything at once. You can if you want to. You could 100% do that. If you have a $10 million Roth IRA, you can cash out all in one day. $10 million tax-free. You're not only allowed to do this, you are encouraged to do this. I mean, not cash it out all at once. I'm talking about set up a Roth IRA. It encourages long-term investing, which is why you're encouraged to do this. And it's tax-advantaged. So like I said, this is something that you could do with or without a job. Your job has absolutely nothing to do with it. This is your own personal, on the side, your own retirement account. It's not attached to your job in any way, shape, or form. It's 100% yours. It belongs to you. It's yours. Now, if you want to set up a Roth IRA, again, you don't have to max it out for the year. It's best if you do, but you don't need to. If you want to set yourself up a Roth IRA, you can do so on so many different platforms. One of the platforms that I use is Webull, the one that I mentioned before. If you download the app and fund your account, they're going to give you up to 12 free fractional shares. You can set up a Roth IRA right there on the Webull app, completely free to use. It's awesome. So Webull, link in the description. Now, this is a double tax-advantaged account. The double tax advantage, the first one being your invested dollars have the opportunity to grow tax-free, and then you can cash out free of tax. Those are two tax advantages right there. On the flip side, the 401k is pretty much the same thing, but the opposite way around. It is also double tax advantaged, but in a different way. The first tax advantage is the opposite of the Roth IRA. Roth IRA, you put your post-tax dollars in, dollars that have already been taxed. The 401k typically is attached to your job, is attached to your employer, the company that you work for. Your pre-tax dollars go in, aka a larger amount. Let's just say you earn about $1,000 a week before taxes, and you want to contribute, let's just say 5% of your pay. 5% of your pre-tax dollars is a larger amount than 5% of your post-tax dollars. So, dollars that have not been touched by Uncle Sam just yet get contributed into the account. Now, like I said, with the Roth IRA, you can kind of structure it however you want. Typically, a 401k, you don't have as much flexibility. And the way that it's managed, 401ks are typically set up based on your age and what year you are expecting or predicting that you're going to retire. So let's just say you plan on retiring in 2040. Well, then you would choose the 2040 target date fund that they have. You could choose 2040, 45, 50, 60, 65, whatever. This is typically how a lot of 401ks work. That's how mine works. So you contribute pre-tax dollars. That's the first tax advantage. The second tax advantage is similar to the Roth IRA, which it grows within the account tax-free. And then when you reach the age of retirement, 59 and a half, or even, if you don't have to retire at 59 and a half, but that's when you're able to withdraw. You pay taxes later on, so it's tax deferred. But, see, a lot of people, they're like, oh, well, you got to pay taxes later. It's not, blah, 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 blah. The good thing is, pre-tax dollars went in, aka larger amount of money went in initially, which got the ball rolling faster, got the ball rolling earlier, and got the snowball collecting snow at a quicker pace. And if these were your post-tax dollars, where you can cash out tax-free later on, maybe the snowball wouldn't be as big by the time you're ready to retire, aka the Roth IRA. Or maybe it would be the flip side. Maybe the Roth IRA is the better way to go for you. Either way, you just weigh out the differences. And by the way, you can do both. You don't have to choose between one or the other. You can have both. So it's not like, oh, I got to figure out which one's better so I can do that. No, you could do both and capitalize on both for different reasons. That's what I'm doing. So they're both double tax advantaged in different ways. Roth IRA, is your post-tax dollars have already been taxed, go in, and then the first tax advantage is the money can grow within the account tax-free, and then later on you can cash out tax-free. That's a second tax advantage. 401k, this is through your job. You can also get a company match if the company that you work for offers that. First tax advantage is that pre-tax dollars go in and once again can grow tax-free within the account over the course of years, decades. That's the second tax advantage. And then you pay taxes later. It's tax deferred. So both of these accounts are double tax advantage retirement accounts. The Roth IRA, you have a little bit more flexibility, but there is a lower cap to it. This year it's $6,500. Next year it's bumping up to $7,000. A 401k, from what I remember, I think you could max it out with like $20,000. And if you factor in company matches, that it allows you to go even higher. So there's a higher cap there. But keep in mind, this is the money that you're taking home as well. So my job allows me to contribute all the way up to 75% of my gross pay. But how on God's green earth am I supposed to only survive on 25% of my paycheck? So I can't do that. I do 5%. Reason for that is because the company matches 5%. And I'm switching to a new part-time job. So I'm talking about my full-time job. I also have a part-time job, which I'm leaving within the next month or so, and I'm getting a different part-time job. This one lets me contribute to a 401k, and they match up to 4%. So I'm going to have two different 401ks being built up alongside my Roth IRA and also alongside an HSA, which is what tomorrow's video is going to be about. That's a different type of retirement account. And it's triple tax advantaged. It's almost like the 401k and the Roth IRA had a kid, which is pretty cool. Anyway, I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know which one between the two, if you had to choose only one, which one do you like the sound of more? Me personally, if I absolutely had to choose, I would go with the Roth IRA just because you have more flexibility. You can structure it 100% however you want to. The 401k, you usually choose from a list of different types of funds you can go for. And like I said, they're age-based. I forgot to mention this earlier. They're age-based. So let's just say you have 30 years ahead of you. At the start of this fund, it's going to be way, way, way more stock heavy and minimally minimal bond involvement. And as years go by, it rebalances to slowly but surely become a little bit more bond heavy for stability later in life as you get older. The older you get, the more years you put in, the more bond heavy it becomes. And this is just supposed to stabilize your retirement. So little by little, the growth slows down and the stability increases, which is cool. That's good as well. That's fantastic. If I didn't think it was fantastic, I wouldn't have a 401k. But like I said, if I absolutely had to choose, I like the Roth IRA a little bit more. Yeah, it's unfortunate that the cap is only $6,500 going up to $7,000 in the new year, but that's still a massive opportunity right there. They keep bumping it up. They raise the contribution limit every year or every couple years. So you kind of give yourself a raise in the form of adding even more to your retirement. It's pretty awesome. I like it. I'm a fan, and I'm maxing it out this year. I plan on maxing out again next year, and hopefully every year until I retire. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, if you like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for bonus videos. Get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. T-shirts, hoodies, stickers, coffee mugs in a bunch of different designs, bunch of different colors, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations. Link in the description. Try out some G Fuel energy formula, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. Sugar-free, low-calorie, packed with a whole bunch of vitamins. Over 50 different flavors to choose from. This one's Miami Nights, my favorite. I recommend it. And of course, last but certainly not least, make sure to download Webull and fund your account. They're going to give you up to 12 free fractional shares just for doing so. Once again, you can absolutely set yourself up a Roth IRA on the Webull app as well as a bunch of other apps, but I'm a big fan of Webull. If you refer one friend, they're going to give you and the person that you referred each 20 free bonus stocks. And if you refer 10 friends by November 21st, they're going to give you either $1,200 or $2,500 of free Apple stock, which you can keep and hold on to, or you can sell and use the cash to buy something you would rather have instead. Webull link in the description. Everything is linked in the description. Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to retirement funds, retirement accounts. Do you have a 401k? If so, what % do you contribute? Does your company offer you a match? And also, do you have a Roth IRA, a retirement account that you can build up on your own without the involvement of a job? And also, do you have an HSA? That'll be tomorrow's video. Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.